Hey everybody, happy Thursday. It's almost Friday. It's pretty exciting. Um, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Shannon Miller and I'm actually cleaning business owner here in the great state. I'm going to get myself all situated of Arizona, and I have been so for over a decade. And I'm also CEO of Clean Freaks University, where I teach people how to build up the back end of their business and not be run over by their business. I wanted to come out here and make a couple announcements, but most importantly, I was having a conversation with someone last night, and we were discussing about rates for housekeeping. And we were discussing about how when you have a low paying client, a legacy client is what they're normally referred as. They're typically your very first clients who are excited because you're dirt cheap and you're an excellent cleaner. And hi, I don't know who's there. And then after a while, you realize that you're not really making what you're worth. And then it becomes like a battle, right? You don't really want to lose them, but you know they're not going to pay what your current rate is. So you have to figure out at some point on your schedule, and realistically, if it's just you and you're a solo, the most you can have is like 40 houses. I mean, 40 houses is a lot. It's 15 houses every week, give or take, depending on how many houses you clean per day, 2 to 3, depending on, what your square footage is. So there's production rates that are into there. Hi, I don't know who's there. But it's important to remember that when you have a lower paying client, you have to decide where you're going to draw the line, right? So if you have someone who is paying you $75 because you're charging by the hour because you didn't know any better, instead of charging a flat rate, which is you guys always hear me preach about, you're not going to make as much money. My goal is to teach as many of you as possible to make 100 grand within your first year. And it's actually really easy to do. You just have to have a plan and you have to do it right. So, and it's realistic to do. And I know people are like, no. So if you're just solo and you have no helpers yet, and you have a goal of making $400 a day and you worked 5 days a week, that's actually $2,000 a week. And then you did that for 52 weeks, that's $104K for the year, right? And then if you only wanted to work 3 days a week, just because maybe it affects you, or you just have other things going on. Like I have littles in school. I have a kindergarten and first grade, and I have 2 adult children as well. Maybe you just don't want to work 5 days, and maybe you only want to work 3 days. So you would have to goal yourself at $600 a day times 3 days a week. That's like $1,800 a week times 52 weeks. That's $93,600. Not a bad gig for cleaning, right? So you get to a point on your schedule. What is the price point for each spot on your schedule? So if you do 2 houses in a day and you have a $400 goal, so you need 2 houses at $200 each, right? Or 1 house that's $300 and another house that's $100. I'm hoping that you're charging $125 for that second house, but we can talk about that later. So you have to really think about what is each spot worth on your schedule. So when you have someone who is paying you $75, now granted, I'm not saying that they aren't getting everything, but when you can make $175 in the same time versus the $75 and they're holding you to the minute, it's a different dynamic, right? Hourly is for the benefit of the client. Flat rate is for the benefit of the cleaner, because the faster you are, the more houses you can clean, and you're just in and out. You're not there to chat. You're not there to be their BFF. You're there to clean. So think of those things and consider them when you decide what each spot on your schedule is worth. Super important. Once you realize that and you have that huge, hi Abigail, huge aha moment, like, oh my goodness, I can really make some money doing this, then perspectives are different. You're not working at the AM/PM market for $15 an hour. You're making $50 an hour or more cleaning houses, and you're done by 2, right? You start right after the kids go to school and you're done right before they get off. So, and you're making $100K. There's no other industry that has that opportunity right now, as far as I can see. And when I sold my business and I started to have helpers, and we had the 27 people and the 2 locations and all of the craziness that went along with having 50 homes every day, it's a different beast. So sit back, enjoy the ride while you're growing, right? So think about how important and how much money each spot in your schedule is worth. And if people don't want to pay your price, that is okay. There is another cleaner who will come in and fit those shoes. Now, I'm not saying drop all your clients because they're not paying you what you want, but you have to actively look for those clients. I have a weekly client that we actually have 5 of them. One of them is $325 a week. I have another one that's $475 a week, and I have another one that's $515 a week, every single week. But I looked for those clients. I established relationships with them. I've had them for a couple years. It's a good thing. So I actually don't clean those houses anymore. Someone else does that for me. But initially, when COVID and all that other stuff was going on and no one knew what was going on, I jumped back in. I was like, well, I got to make some money somewhere, right? So that's what we all do. So that's really important. I do have a couple of announcements. For those of you in Northern Arizona, if you're going to be in my area, we are having a meeting. You can come and mingle with other cleaning business owners and cleaners right here in Prescott Valley. And we're going to be meeting in Carlito's Coffee Shop. And it will be from 9 to 10:30 in the morning. So please come on down. I encourage you to come down and meet and greet with me. It's really important. And then we have Alan's Day, which has officially been announced. For those of you who don't know, Alan was my old landlord and needed housekeeping, and no one called me, and I would have done it for free. I used to be part of Cleaning for a Reason for a long time. We used to give away $6,000 worth of cleaning every year. I decided to part ways with Cleaning for a Reason, not because I'm not happy with them, but because I think I can do more impact on my own. So super important that if you are interested in being a volunteer cleaner on that day, it will be on a Saturday. And we actually have a couple applications that have just come in of homeowners who are in genuine need. This isn't for the homeowner that has the $15,000 square foot house and the 7 bedrooms and the 4 baths and blah blah blah. It's for the people who genuinely have a need in our community here. If you guys are not in my area and you want to create your own volunteer day, by all means, I strongly encourage you to give back to your community. It's so important. It's great PR. You can actually go right to your local radio station and talk about how great your company is. It's free marketing, and you're doing a good thing, and it's karma, right? So that is important. And drum roll, please. I announced this the other day, but just in case you missed it, I am offering a mentorship. It is a $2,000 mentorship that I am giving away absolutely for free. You have to apply for it. So if you are interested in an application, please email me at cleanfreaksuniversity@gmail.com. That's KLEANFREAKS university@gmail.com. If you're interested in partaking, it's one-on-one with me, Zoom, and we can kind of steer your business in the right direction. I have had 4 applicants so far since Tuesday. We will be announcing the winner of the mentorship on I'm trying to remember what I said last time. I think it's the 13th of February is at 2 p.m. is what I came up with the other day. So we're going to stick to that, and that's when we're going to announce the winner of the mentorship. I'm pretty excited. I got to work with some great people last year. The only condition is of the mentorship is that if you participated in the mentorship program last year, you cannot participate in the membership this year. It's important that we leave those opportunities for people who've never experienced or had an opportunity to have a leg up. Super important. And then the on-point pricing program still has 4 spots available. If you are interested in that program, it's a great opportunity for you to be able to reach me through Messenger, and we can discuss all things pricing, move in, move out, and onboarding. So that's a great opportunity, and it's really economical. It's $15 a week. It's the price literally of 1.5 Starbucks or 1 Starbucks, depending on what kind of stuff you get at Starbucks. So I look forward to your questions, and if you have anything that you need to say, just leave them in the comments below. I look forward to hearing from you. Take care.